Hey, good morning and hello, everyone. Hi, this is Dan Nolan, the managing broker of EXIT Realty Solutions out of Sheriffville, Indiana, probably serving both sides of that Illinois and Indiana border, which really is, if you think about it, an invisible line that shouldn't stop you, but does. Well, state regulations makes you, but if you're interested in becoming an Indiana broker and expanding your Chicago presence to a place where maybe there's some more affordability, maybe there's a little bit more quiet, maybe some of these no subdivision areas have acres of land available. Keep us in mind if you are interested in becoming an Indiana broker, you give me a call. I'll be glad to walk you through the steps. So let's start with headlines today. Redfin and Remax and Anywhere Real Estate. These guys were involved with the Morel versus NAR lawsuit, and they have had some ramifications from their decisions. Redfin brokers are no longer going to be involved with the National Association of Realtors. Um, they're they're using a they're using the reason for allegedly the president had inappropriate relations with employees, which hasn't been decided yay or nay. Kind of like Trevor Bauer, they said, but it hasn't been decided. Well, Bauer got decided, but Redfin is no longer part of the group, and it does look like the trend is going to start leaning towards you don't have to be a realtor. You don't have to speak up for the ethics we stand for, which might be a little interesting. Me as a consumer, I would want somebody who's bound to the ethics, who gets the MLS, the mass produced marketing system that we have. It's going to basically become an office decision the way it's rolling out. So we're just keeping an eye on things. We're not changing anything. We still believe that the ethics that the National Association of Realtors have instigated and how we keep each other in check has eliminated a lot of confusion to the client, and the changes going forward should only be more transparent than ever before. So let's see what happens here. Buyer's agency agreements, definitely start getting those in order. It is going to be very important to your business coming up very soon. But it's been kind of rough in the market when it comes to what what's what the consumer is seeing and what the numbers look like and the misnomers from 2011 when things were good. Uh, it's starting to look like we have to go back to educating our clients to make even better decisions than we ever have. So, yeah, yesterday the bond market kind of took a toll. Chairman Powell spoke about the economy and the direction that may be going in, and it turns out that it might lead to one more rate increase. So we'll watch for that. It comes in on November 1st. I think they've done enough, and I'm hoping that it's not too much, too little, too late, because they honestly should have jumped on this thing 2 years ago. Okay, let's go through the market. Existing home sales, yes, they were down a little bit. We all expected it to. Seasonally adjusted, we, uh, you seasonally because kids in school and how we move and it's there's like a curve. Never really been a big fan of those, but it does look like it really got a slaughter. They are down, so that's going to make the weaker agents look for more help. I hope that you are turning to your staff and getting the help that you need to keep your business alive, because this is just the start of things. We go through a lot of things when it comes through our office training. We are already in reserve stage. We have already talked about how to allocate and be a better broker inside your own business. So we are definitely weathering this storm well because we saw it coming. I mean, I'm hoping Powell has uh, his ducks in a row on this thing, but a lot of indicators say no, he doesn't. And November 1st would probably be a blessing if we got a place. But it is housing starts are down. I'm sorry, permits are down, but starts are up, which means that the builders are preparing for their winter season. They're not going to pull permits and things. They're not going to put money out on things. They're not going to bring ground down until next year. So you can expect a little bit of dip going into the winter season. Housing. What are we putting in the ground? The new housing scene looks like they're trying to keep up with demand, but yet when you look at multifamily homes here in Orange, what this is going to do is it's going to give us a rental squeeze. So I'm looking forward to rents coming down a little bit, maybe in the next year as things open. Down in Noblesville, I was cutting through Noblesville yesterday. I think they have enough housing down just in the downtown area in the new projects. I think they got enough for the renters because even though it's hard to buy a home, people are still buying homes. So I'm looking forward to seeing how this works out. I hope we don't have too much apartment or rental multifamilies, meaning 5 or more units. It does start to look a little hodgepodge. Um, different. They're not blending in very well, is what I'm seeing. Going into today's rates, yes, we just clicked over 8%. I know a couple of mortgage professionals said it shot over 8. It's like take the take the spin out of it, people. Let's take a look at the facts. It did go up because Powell did make an indication yesterday that interest rates may have to go up again. I'm not arguing with them. I just know that that's probably just more than enough that America can take it this time. He might be right about the numbers, though, with inflation being out of control, and he can't seem to tame housing. And he's got only one tool to raise rates. I I saw an article, and I thought this cracked me up. Should I wait for the housing market to crash even further before buying a house? Here are 3 reasons why now could be a very good time to jump in. If you are well qualified to even think like that, then it's okay. But what I'm finding is that more and more people are still in their homes for 2 reasons. And you would think equity would be one. The other one is they don't need to move. So if they don't need to move and the market is kind of like getting scary with rates over 8, they're just going to sit tight on their 3%. And if they're comfortable, they can do that. That's a different scene than what we went through back in '05 and '06 when there was no equity where you could take a breather and not really feel the stress of being past due. But delinquencies are on the increase, and it's mostly because of inflation, taxes, and insurance. Maintenance of the home has also increased. Some people can't get new homeowners insurance. So these are the things that we're coming up against where it's important to see the whole picture. And if you can't afford to get a 3% down payment because of closing costs, the things that you got to get a moving truck, you got to, there's costs to moving. You need to save up for those. because they will surprise you. And that's part of why it's important to keep your powder dry. But if you are running past due, this is a situation that can be resolved quickly. Most people who you'd be surprised how fast it will sneak up on you, and all of a sudden you're two payments past due and you don't know what to do. All of a sudden, when the bottom falls out, it's like a deer in headlights. I mean, people react the same most of the time when they don't know what's going on. A foreclosure isn't a medical bill. A foreclosure is a lawsuit designed to take you off the title. And there's a lot of that going on right now. On the left hand side, you see these gaffles. These are already people who have been served in the process of foreclosure. This is just Northwest Indiana. These people here are 30, 60, or 90 days delinquent and are about to become seen with a gavel. Approximately 4 payments past due, you get over 120 days late. They no longer love you, and they will hire the attorneys to remove your name from title and strip you of your property. That's what a foreclosure lawsuit is. Yeah, the sheriffs come and they serve you. Got to appear in court. There's a lot of things that transpire once it gets that deep. It goes even deeper. But we have solutions on how to prevent it from even getting that far. Please keep my number handy. I'll be glad to show you how that works. Now, how about some agent education? We all know that we're supposed to be marketing and taking care of our business, making sure that people remember that we're still alive and that we're doing real estate. So what we do is we basically go into different marketing programs and we all filter them into one big hopper of leads. And that's how business works. When you think about Best Buy, they don't have to advertise refrigerators all the time. I mean, I know that if I'm going to look for a fridge, I'll probably go to Best Buy. We're all driven to do that. However, Best Buy can't sell a refrigerator to everybody today. So they have to keep it in the top of your mind for when it happens. So it's the same theory. When you get your lead in, are you filtering them so that you can capture it all in one place where you can respond to that call for help immediately? So really, it's a funnel. Marketing is just a funnel. I'll be glad to show you a couple of tricks in this funnel. Something that I discovered is working very well for me. Uh, if you go to your Facebook account, you probably have your own Facebook page. You have your own, maybe a business page for just real estate, or maybe you're an administrator on another page and you're helping somebody else out with marketing. There's a lot of things that I don't know through time I've collected. At the beginning of my career, I started opening uh, a Facebook page for every home sale, and then I just kept the page open. So I think I have like maybe 18 pages. It's not like you're limited to just one. So at least Meta helps us. So if you have a business page or multiple pages that you would like to cross post to, check this out. It's not like I gotta post on one, copy paste to the next, copy paste next. You can do it all in one swoop. This is how it's done. I've been pulling up my Meta Planner, which is on the left hand side. You can see this icon right here, the number one. This is the Meta icon. You can find that on your business pages. You'll have a struggle on a personal page, but all the other pages have a Meta Meta signal. Take right here. Look for that, and it will pull up your calendar. And your calendar will tell you when you have different things posted. Well, when you have chance to look at number 2 here, there's a down arrow. I had seen this before. It's now back, or I'm very appreciative of this tool. And you're going to see why right now. You go to number 2 and you pull down the pull down. Sorry. You hit this pull down and it drops down to post videos across pages. And it will give you another drop down to all your pages. And you can scroll all the way down. And all you have to do is click these boxes. You are now cross posting. So there's your tip for the day. Number 1, get into your meta planner. Number 2, hit the down arrow next to create post and click on post video across pages, and it will open up a new window with all your pages being listed. There you go. How about a marketing tip for the day? If you want to write that down, or if you want private lessons on how I'm finding new ways of taking care of business, we got personal time together every week. I'd be glad to put that on the agenda and make sure we cover it very thoroughly. I thought you all would like to hear this. Hi, Jay. I'm a new licensee, having recently graduated from IBREA. It's a very cool website, and I've worked with them a lot. If you have had one statement to offer an agent to stay out of problems, what would it be? Learning in Lafayette. Dear learning, that's a tough one. There is a lot to understand and be wary of. Real estate is a field of landmines, and it's you need to know before you take the field what's going on. That's just how it works. You got to see the whole field before you take the whole field. But if I had one statement, it would be document, document, document. If anything goes to court, arbitration, or ethics panel, and it isn't clear on the who the winner would be, the one who has the best documentation wins. And I can testify that that's how it works on the side. I encourage all brokers to scan in their notes, put it in their permanent file, and then put that permanent file into .loop or zip forms or Dropbox, and eliminate the paper from your office. Electronically store it like we always do, like with any transaction. And if anything comes up, you can reflect back on it and say, oh, this is cool. Okay, this is what I needed. And it does work like that. It's happened before. So do take care of yourself. Do look down the field before you step in it. Oh, I got to write that down. We have a couple of upcoming events. Hey, last night we were at Nightmare at Elm Street. Libby and everybody was at the group. The Women's Council on Economics was absolutely an eye opener. Libby and I have talked about doing a little bit more for the council, so you'll see some more about that coming up. Geez, we got Homes for Heroes, we got the Builders Association, we have a foreclosure department that's taking off. We have uh, WCR. Um, there's a lot of things that will keep you busy in our office. Just get plugged in, and we'll be glad to show you how the business is built. It's really cool to be active and busy, and it beats sitting around waiting for the paint to dry, right? So, no paint drying today. This weekend, I want you to go out. I want you to go find something to do and better somebody's day, better somebody's life, and it will come back to you. That's important for your future. I don't know what to do. Well, how about help a neighbor winterize, prep for winter? Maybe they need the lawn cut one more time, or maybe they just need a rake or something. Help or cover up the spigots, winterize the spigots. You are cozy with your neighbors. Tell them, hey, I got a checklist. You want me to email it? We all have them. Um, One cool thing now that we have Wise Agent, I'm going to be showing you how we're going to be so much better at staying in touch with our clients. Uh, what you should be doing is going into the Agent Resource Center and going into your previous sales, and it lists the addresses and the buyers on your list, and put that into a spreadsheet. We can upload that to Wise Agent that they're seeing or hearing from you every month. Something very cool. It's going to be easy to do if you just have it in a spreadsheet. It can take about an hour. But if you're going to do that work, go ahead and put that in your Google Calendar and a 1 week reminder, because you may want to stop by with flowers or a bottle of champagne. You may want to prepare an email specially made for them. You may want to get some time to prepare for those things that come up, and do that. Just put a 1 week reminder on there, and you can always schedule it to go out when it's time for it to go out. Remember, Google does have a scheduler now. It's very easy to use and very easy to prepare for. Cool thing to do this weekend: go visit an American Legion, or maybe an Elks Club, or maybe one of the local veteran supports units that are out there. I have been over to the Sheridan BFW probably about 4 times in the last week, and I go for a big S order of fries. They have a big S order of fries, so I'm supporting. Okay, but it's wonderful to just sit there, have a couple of French fries and a Coke, and listen to some of the people and some of the things that are real life struggles or past stories that they want to share. I just love to listen. But and it's a good thing. It's good therapy for everyone. Or you can maybe empty out your emails and get it at least down to under 3,000. And I know you're laughing, but there are ways of self-labeling emails as they come in, and you can also filter a lot of the garbage before it even hits your inbox. If you want to hear about a couple of tips that I'm using to keep my count under 2,000, yes, thank you very much. There are some things that I'm saving to clip later, but that's the C list. That's why it's 2,000. Get everything out of there. Clutter is a mental object that will stop you from concentrating every time. Okay, I speak for myself. Or if you're one of those lucky ones who have already purchased your ticket, purchased your air flying, have fun at the convention. It will be a hell of a time. The breakout rooms are looking more beefed up than ever before. So if you're thinking last minute about going to the convention and have the ability to make that time away, call me and I will be your point man on when you're away. So if you get any phone calls, or if any business comes up, or if I have to appear at a closing for you, you're covered. You can go, and that's the way you should be leaving the office. When you close the door, they're gone. So I hope you enjoyed today's meeting. If there's something that I can do for you to make things easier for you, that's my job. You can give me a call anytime. Or if you're working on weekend work and you still need some questions asked, I'm still available. All right, guys. You have a good week, and I will talk to you next Friday.